What's up, guys? It's the Cyclone Fanatic halftime show presented by our friends at Carl Chevrolet. Of course, our friends at Des Moines Eye Care, Ames Eye Care as well. Jared Stansberry coming to you guys. I'm in the Kinnick Stadium press box. Tried to get in a corner away from everybody. We've got Brett Meyer here. Iowa with a 7-3 lead over Iowa State at the half. Brett, this has been about exactly what I think people probably would have expected to see from a sense of Iowa's defense has been good. Iowa State's offense or defense has been playing well as also, but the inability to be able to punch it in inside the red zone, man, is the difference in the game right now. Well, and then a special teams mistake as well. The only difference in this game at this point.
Yeah, I mean we're handing it to them right now because you look at the first series, they're not even trying to block a punt, and they block a punt. Um, they're not trying to. Nobody's making a strip at a fumble, and we fumble going in off of our own guy. And I mean, I think offensively, like we've got a couple drives where we've ran it on them, we're moving it on them. I mean, I think we're actually moving it better than just about anybody does against this defense. So, Hunter just made a mistake, and when we talked about this a little bit, but when you get in the plus 15, plus 10 going into score. And they'll bring pressure. That's the big touchdown we had. I think it was the first quarter in 2005. They brought pressure, zero blitz, and we just ran crossing routes. I mean, it's got to almost wait for that. You got to be patient against them and be okay with field goals. And it's tough. Yeah, it's tough to beat anybody, let alone a good team. When we're gonna give it away like that.
Well, it's especially frustrating. I mean, I think even the first time you get down there, you get a penalty that gives you a first down, and you get to first and goal, and then you could have. I mean, if you didn't have the penalty, you could have kicked a field goal. It would have mattered. You get 3 points either way, but then you get the one play and you fumble. I mean, that's what I think is probably frustrating because Iowa State's had a couple different opportunities to take control of the momentum in this game where you force two turnovers of your own. The first two turnovers Iowa State's forced since 2015 in this rivalry, and not able to take advantage of either one of them in the grand scheme of things. I mean, for Iowa State, what does it take to complete some of those things? We've seen now they can move the ball in between the 20s, but how do you get the ball into the end zone when you get to the 20 into the goal line?
I honestly, you hate to say it, but I think you just got to be patient. And I mean, the one drive, I think if Jarrell is just patient. Because, I mean, we did a good job of washing down their line. Like the fullback is moving people, and it's just one-on-one. That's how that play is designed, offensively and defensively. And it's one-on-one, and we have a running back against the DB at the goal line. But he just rushes it and basically jumps into the line and into the fullback. And so I think just patience there, and then patience on play calling of, if they're going to run their, 4-cross zone, you're just not going to have any openings. And you saw us try to force something into double coverage. And, if you're going to do that, it's got to be out of bounds. And it wasn't. And it was a turnover and points off the board. So I think just patience when you get down there and be okay with field goals. Because, I mean, this legit is – they may come out and score 40 points in a second. This is the worst offense I might have ever seen from Iowa. I mean, I feel bad for Brian Ferentz, honestly, because Petrus is he's not clean in the pocket, can't make throws. He tries to roll them out to give them easy throws and just airmails wide open guys. Like they shouldn't score in the second half. And we honestly probably should be up 3-0 right now. I mean, all the mistakes we've made, but as long as you don't have any, blocked punts or anything stupid like that. I mean, they're going to come after them because we've had a couple bad snaps on punts too. So they're going to see that and they're going to try to heat them up. So we just got to execute. It's not getting super easy on offense. And I think we'll be honestly okay. If the weather comes, who knows what happens? Sounds like it's supposed to rain, but
it'll be interesting to see because I just think it's hard if you're on an Iowa State side. Yeah, you made a couple of those mistakes, but I don't even know if you're that mad going into the locker room. I feel like you can almost be like, yeah, we messed up on a couple of those plays, but I mean, it very easily could have been 14-0 right now.
Oh, it's not. It's out. Yeah, I mean, if they had a junior high offense, it would be 14-0. They don't. So you feel okay about it, but you're still fuming right now. I mean, this is something when you go watch the film and, if we can pull this one out, great. But if we don't, you're legitimately just this is a game where you see it's cliche and it's coach speak, but a lot of time it's not about them. It's about us. This would be a game that's about us just based on the horrible mistakes that we've made in really critical positions.
I am interested to see the consensus in this press box seems to be that Alex Padilla will come in for Spencer Petras to start the second half. Until I see that happen, I probably am not going to believe that with the way that they've stuck with Petras at this point. If they weren't going to take him out after that second interception, then I find it hard to believe that they will. But I mean, what do you think of the outlook for Iowa's offense, even if they do change quarterbacks?
Yeah, I mean, both turnovers are on him. He's held the ball too long when Jerry Vaughn stripped him and Will recovered, and the pick, like even the one that we batted down, like that was probably the pick. Like he just, I don't know, he's kind of in no man's land. I don't know, maybe Padilla can move around a little bit better, but I mean, he's been there long enough. He's probably seen enough to think maybe he's not going to give him a jolt. But I mean, just for morale purposes, maybe you do bring him in because my goodness.
What do you imagine is the halftime focus for Matt Campbell right now? What are the things that they're talking about before they come out and need to focus on in the second half?
Yeah, I think this is something you touched briefly on. Just guys, we're killing ourselves, and you just move forward to your adjustments. Don't dwell on it in the minute. You can clean that stuff up, on during the week. But I think you just talk. I mean, second half adjustments on defense. Heacock has been great at that, but I don't even know if they really have to do anything on that side. But I think offensively, you just got to be able to figure out what can we do in the red area when we have the ball and we're in plus territory, plus 20, plus 15, and we just got to be able to punch it in, man. That's going to be the story of this game if we end up losing. If we lose, the score is going to be 7-3. I don't see how, unless they get an extremely short field, they score. So we just have to be able to get a touchdown in this game, give us a chance.
Got to be able to take advantage of some opportunities. It seems like this Iowa offense is prone to make is likely to probably make at least one more mistake, and got to be able to take advantage of that when the opportunity arises. All right, Brett Meyer, appreciate you coming on here. I'm going to go back to my seat, get ready for the second half. Hopefully it'll be better than the first one. We'll talk to you guys again after the game.